So, something's living underneath this kid's bed, which is pretty freaky. I have to say, this game is pretty damn freaky. A hook hangs from the wall, a piece of meat hangs to dry from it. Oh, right here in this pretty room? Ah, that's a nice place for it. Uh-oh. Earthquake? Oh, I see some green gases, too. No idea what's going on. Did the meat change? No. Oh, we found the storeroom. Very charged with disgusting stuff inside. I think it's cool stuff inside. Oh, we gotta get out of here. This house is falling down. Another one. Oh, we got some aliens and some mutants and all kinds of good stuff. Ooh! Ooh! Is that gonna open its eye and look at me? Oh, I can't stop to look at it. I wanted to look at that thing. He just kept on moving. It's a big pool, but I'd rather not use it. Oh, why not? Because of the big head that's in it? Oh, it might be fun to swim with a big head. Ah, shell. Looks like a map. Can I have a map? No. The picture depicts a couple of men standing in front of the car. Ooh, what's this? Some innards? He's not gonna comment on that? Oh, they're caddies! Oh, caddies! No! Oh no, caddies! No! Is there a pig in here? Killer piggy? I appear to be stuck in this room. Oh boy. Oh, the ceiling's coming in on us. Ah! Ah, man. Okay. Oh, they're kind of bitey, huh? There's a baby somewhere. Oh, good. Now I can run. Surrounded by pig babies. Mom. My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short, and the longer nights merely provided this wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. Ooh, no! As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor might do should it become aware of my mother's absence. Her absence being the one thing which I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bed sheets and mattress from the lower bunk, removing all of the slats and placing an old desk and chest of drawers and some chairs which were kept in the cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. That's a smart idea, smart kid. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable. I'm making an office, Papa! But I would be damned if I'd give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix, which I had seen there before. While my family were not very religious, at that age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came as I drifted off to dream. I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. Oof. Chapter 5, Urban Explorer. Okay. Does that say whoop? It says woof. What's Frankenstein? Okay. Hey Frankenstein, what's up? Woof. Poster of play. Can we play some hot tunes? We can't play, apparently. We can't play at all. Dust. The feeling that something's invading your privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. Hello? Octopus Man? Is that you screaming for help? Dinosaurs! It's a Triceratops. An old picture of what seems to be a religious man and woman. A bunch of school books. Octopus Man? Are you, busy? The sounds of screams are awful. They're even worse when they're your own. I don't think that was that kid. Can I get in the store? You are good! Well, thanks, Grandma. I appreciate you telling me that. You are good. The clock has stopped. Doesn't seem to be anything important in these rooms. Even if you don't know why they're here, you hold the greatest amount of fear for them. Newspaper article is too aged to read. Oh, it's my cat. Woozers! Is that you? Pictures of various butterfly species. Is that a locker or what? Locked. Come on. Yes. It's Boozers, the Game Watch Cat. Oh, you're so funny. Good. We love it. Yes. So lay down and get comfy, will you? He's doing stuff. He's doing stuffs. Okay. Got cat hair in my nose now. Ooh, this room needs some help. Writing desk with some school material on it. Octopus Man, are you jerking it somewhere? Various books that look like they would be hard to read. Don't make me read them, because today I can't read for nothing. I'm writing desk with some school material on it. Okie dokie. Really into it, ain't he? Doing his thing. This piece of paper here, it reads knock knock. Who's there? This piece of paper here, the text on it is illegible all of a sudden. Okay. A mattress dirty and worn out. Pile of mattresses dirty and worn out. Octopus Man has been busy. Is that who knocked at the door? Oh my gosh. Octopus Man! Where are you going? Are various school rules printed here? What's this junk? There's a hole in the wall where roots have grown. Birds? The door is broken. I don't think I can get in here. Can I get past the hole in the floor? Peacock? Maybe that's what those things were. Freaky peacocks. Oh. Busted on a machine of some sort. Okay, let's go down the hole. I think. Right here. Oh, this is pleasant. Can't go that way. Oh boy. Which way to go? Which way to go? Let's go this way. Octopus Man? I seem to be lost. Octopus Man? I hate to bother you while you're jerking it, but I'm really lost. I think you're being a little rough with it. Boy. Oh! It's an orgy! There's lots of octopus men. Oh, I'm just gonna have a lay down. I'm joining the orgy. Here we go. Is he flapping his arms like he's gonna fly away? What? Get down! Yeah! Goodness. You're awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son? Nothing. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? Are you lonely without your brother? No. Alright then. Nope, not lonely at all. There's octopus men and creepy bitey babies and pig babies and all kinds of things to keep me company. I woke gradually. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door and the walls, some toys on a shelf, and, even to this day, I shudder to think of it, for there was no noise. No rustling of sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless, yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcome, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. Oh! I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not yet seen it. I could only feel it. I was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline, and I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise, a sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point, a moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare, a shell of nerves, leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered. The crucifix. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best I could the sound and vibrations caused, but could not be found. I had either knocked it off the top bunk, or it could not even bear to think of it, been taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be actually aware of what death is, and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? What if it is faster than me? Or should I slowly slip up out of the top bunk, hoping not to disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that it had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest of thoughts. The thing is snuggling with us now. It's all snuggly and wants to cuddle under the blankets with us. No, we're in the water now. Oh, yep, we'll save it. I'm a fishy! Whee! Hi, other fishies! I'm a boy fish! I have no idea what this boy fish is doing. Boy, what fun! Okay, we're just gonna swim right into this boy fish munching machine. And there's a dude up there! We passed by a dead body! Right there! Drain water and remove diving gear? Oh, we're wearing diving gear, okay. Yes. Sounds like a night after Taco Bell. Is that our Papa walking there? It looked like Papa. Pops, I know you went this way. Oh, jellyfish. Jellyfish in a... Oh, what is that? There's a Pokemon that looks like that. And I can't think of his name. Anglerfish. Anglerfish? Wait. Pops! What you doing down there? It doesn't look very good. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. I guess I'm gonna die now as I go down into the Sarlacc pit. Fare thee well! What if it was asleep? It hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me. That I was finally in its grasp. Or perhaps it was toying with me. After all, it had been doing just that for countless nights. And now, with me under it, pinned against my mattress, with no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off. Savoring its victory into the last possible moment, like a wild animal savoring its prey. I tried to breathe as shallowly as possible, mustering every ounce of courage I could. I reached over slowly with my right hand and began to peel the blanket off me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it, but as my hand moved the blanket, it brushed against something. Ooh! Something smooth and cold, something which felt unmistakably like a gaunt hand. I held my breath in terror, as I was sure it must now have known that I was awake. Nothing. It did not stir. It felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed forearm. Ooh! My confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved down further to a disproportionately larger bicep muscle. So it's got a little arm and a bigger bicep muscle. The arm was outstretched, laying across my chest, with the hand resting on my left shoulder, as if it had grabbed me in my sleep. I realized that I would have to move this cadaverous appendage if I even so much as hoped to escape its grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest as I recoiled my hand in disgust at the touch of strangled oily hair. Ugh. Straggled oily hair. I could not bring myself to touch its face, although I wonder to this very day what it would have felt like. Dear God, it moved. Chapter 7, Ostia. Oh, we're so tiny. We're so tiny. It's a sorry piece. Are we gonna play sorry? I could say about this, but I'd rather not. We got some heads and some tentacles. And, oh my. We're just gonna climb right in. Hey eyeballs, what's up? How's it going? It's the kingdom of the eyeballs. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Thank you, wise eyeball. That's so funny. Let me in on the joke. This place is wild. It's like some sort of little creature factory. Where are those? Them some big floppy titties. Them is some big floppy titties. Oh boy, crossroads. Let's go straight. Oh, hello. I guess he doesn't want me to go that way. Or that way. Or that way. I gotta stand still for a minute. Catch a little tune? Thank you, two-headed cyber music box. It moved. It was subtle, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body strengthened. No tears came, but God, how I wanted to cry. As its hand and arm slowly coiled around me, my left leg brushed along the cool wall which the bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in that room, that was the strangest. This was the strangest. It's Michael Jackson! It's Michael Jackson! Get out of there! I realized that this clutching, rancid thing which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed was not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall like a spider. That is so freaky! Like a spider striking from its lair. So this thing is attached to the wall, coming out of the wall. Suddenly its grip moved from a slow tightening to a sudden squeeze. It pulled and clawed at my clothes. It's Michael Jackson! Get out of there! I was afraid that the opportunity would soon pass. I fought against it, but its emaciated arm was too strong for me. Its head rose up, writhing and contorting under the blanket. I now realized where it was taking me, into the wall. I fought for my dear life. I cried, and suddenly my voice returned to me, yelling, screaming, but no one came. Then I realized why it was so eager to suddenly strike, why this thing had to have me now. Through my window, that window which seemed so repressive, so much malice from outside, streaked hope, the first rays of sunshine. I struggled further, knowing that if I could just hold on, it would soon be gone. Ugh. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself up to my chest. Slowly pulling itself up my chest. I'm sorry, guys, I can't read. Its head now poking out from under the blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I do not remember its features. I simply remember its breath against my face, foul and as cold as ice. As the sun broke over the horizon, that dark place, that suffocating room of contempt was washed, bathed in sunlight. I passed out as its scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life from me. I woke to my father's offering to make me some breakfast. A wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then, and now. I moved the bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I had believed would stop that thing from taking a bed. Little did I think that it would try to take mine and me. Weeks passed without incident, yet on one cold, frostbitten night, I woke to the sound of the furniture where the bunk beds used to be vibrating violently. I lay there sure I could hear a distant wheezing coming from deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. The following year I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that room as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room, just one big enough for a bed and a few things. They lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. It moves. Hey, alright, and that's the end. This was a really good game. There were some moments in this game that really had the hair standing up on the back of my neck. I'm telling you, I had a couple moments there where that's just really, really creepy. I think this game was really well done. I think this was an awesome game. I have to say, I really liked this game. I hope you guys liked it too. This was quite a little fun adventure. If you'd like to play this game for yourself, I downloaded it off of GameShed. And GameShed has a lot of games on there for free, and this was one of them, and I recommend it. It's so good. So, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, see ya! Hey guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you liked this video, please hit the like button to let me know. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribing helps my little channel grow. So,
get on the bus.